Morning, y'all. Railroad Preserver 2000 back again doing another recording here. If you guys remember that structure over there, you'll know that this is my creative free build world that I've got for building things that just randomly come to mind. I'm thinking of building a lighthouse. Whether or not I'll be able to get it to work is beyond me. I haven't done one in a long time. So what I'm doing now is I'm clearing the area here. Nice flat area because I want to try and build the actual lighthouse tower and the keeper's house as well. I want to try and build the keeper's home as well if I can. In order to do that, we need space. As for the Minecraft survival series with my friends, I've got about, I think, recordings 23 to 26 done and ready for posting on YouTube. They're going to be uploaded as is. Only one of them is muted due to recording issues. But other than that, we were able to get everything we wanted to do done, and even a bit of extra things that we didn't expect. Okay, well, since we have more block types than what I used before, let's see, what to use. I'll use polished diorite for this. I think polished diorite, polished deep slate, and then the polished tough bricks for the base might look rather good, along with the stairs and the slabs. Because when you build a lighthouse, the first thing you want to do before anything else is to have a very firm foundation. I'm actually going to build it a fair bit back to prevent erosion. So let's see. Yeah, normally when I used to build lighthouses, particularly the one on Builder Oasis, which is a long gone server, I would do the iconic red and white navigational striping, but this time I'm thinking of going with something a little more in line with what I saw in Tybee Island and St. Augustine, respectively. Though the most famous example of the black and white spiral stripe is on, I believe, Cape Hatteras. I think Cape Hatteras Light has the iconic spiral that that has the iconic lighthouse look that you see in paintings and stuff. Now I want to stress that this here is just the actual base of the lighthouse. The inner tower itself is actually going to be a lot smaller than this. This is meant to help protect the actual tower against waves and stuff. It's like a breakwater of sorts. So here's what the circle will look like for the base. The middle is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Middle is 13 blocks wide. It's 13 by 13 if you want to do the plus and then just build it out like this. What I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to try and ring it in. See how it's sloping up? There's the other reason we have the lighthouse. That ship didn't exactly make it to its next port. I want to stress, even though I'm basing this off of Tybee or St. Augustine Light, I'm actually not using any photos of the lighthouses. This is the only real inspiration is the color scheme. The rest of the lighthouse and its overall stuff is going to be more or less fictional. If my game doesn't crash beforehand. I wish C418 would come back and do more music for the game. I'm sure a lot of people share that sentiment because the new stuff, it doesn't feel like the Minecraft I played as a kid, and that was a 1.7.2, so around 2013, if you know when you know, if you know, you know. It's a shame, really. I understand why the guy left, but I don't understand why, but I wish they would have still... I'll put it like this, even if C418 didn't do music for Minecraft directly anymore, they could have still included, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts out, because I'm a music lover, I love his music. It's what made Minecraft, like the original textures. The original textures are what make the game so iconic, Don't get me wrong. I like what they've done since, but in truth, it's not the same. We all know Microsoft saw a cash cow in front of them, and that's why they bought out Mojang and Minecraft, so they can make all that money, but I have to wonder if that was really for the best, because yeah, like they've added new stuff, but it's just I feel like the more they add, the more the original game is being lost. You know, I mean, it's like a ship of Theseus at this point. You know, it's getting close to that analogy, and if you know anything about that, then you know what it means. When every original element is replaced, is it still the same object that's been held in such high regard? I know they use the. I know it's meant to signify like a ship, for instance, but with a game, I don't really know how the ship of Theseus metaphor would apply. However, I do feel that, all honesty, I feel that a lot of things are being allowed to slide and they'll get misguided. I still play the game, yes, but is it really the same? Or is it something that's a hollow shell? Why do you think all these iconic Minecraft YouTubers quit or retired aside from all the controversies and creative differences? I feel there was something deeper. Something far deeper that made them want to leave. Could be that the game has become more commercialized. Could be that the game no longer feels like something that was created in an indie studio. It doesn't have that same feel anymore. It's just, I don't know. Going back to the lighthouse. This is just a base, this is just so I can get an idea of the base color scheme. I may go and diagonalize it later. Although, I think Tybee Light has been painted in its last scheme, which is half white and half black. Let me see. Oh, no, 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 never mind. Okay, I see what it is now, yeah. So Tybee Light right now is painted in the sort of black scheme with white in the middle, or halfway up, so that's good. Good thing I spotted that now. And if you guys haven't been to Tybee Island Light or St. Augustine Light, I recommend it. Both are really good and worth visiting. Hey, Seal Shark. Hello?
So,
You're coming in rather quiet. Did I wake you up? If I did, I apologize.
no, I've been awake for a while now.
Ah.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
Well, at the moment, I'm trying to build a lighthouse loosely based on Tybee Island Light. First lighthouse I've actually
in
built
Minecraft.
Yeah, but it's in a single-player world.
Building.
Interestingly enough, though, this is the first lighthouse I think I've built in the game in quite a while, ever since Builder Oasis, if I remember correctly. And if you guys are curious, the reason the lighthouse cylinder is so big is because I came up with a sort of a lighthouse beacon that was powered by a redstone clock via like a minecart. That was the only way I could replicate. Yeah, at the time, that was the only way I could replicate a rotating Fresnel lens, since we have nothing that rotates in the game. You know. And of course, at the time, I used redstone lamps. I did because that's the only light source that can blink on or off. I don't even know. Can you power copper lamps to do that? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think copper lamps work the same as redstone lamps. I'm just not sure about it. Huh.
Yeah, so the white stripe on the lighthouse is about, I think, half to a quarter of the way up. Good thing about Tybee Light is I've been to it enough to have pictures of my own that I can use. Believe it or not, some of those photos are actually some that I felt were worthy enough to be sold as postcards. I meant to reach out to the actual organization caring for Tybee Light and to see if they'd be interested in coming up with some sort of a deal or something to sell the prints. I don't know what the term is actually called, but I never got around to asking them, and I should have. Main issue I have right now with the lighthouse is the model has to actually taper in, because if you guys know anything about lighthouses, every lighthouse design is always wider at the base. That's where you have the bulk of the support. And the further up you go, the thinner it gets until you have just enough room for the Fresnel lens and its equipment at the top.
Well, some of them.
Wow, the lighthouses that are just thick all the way up?
No. Take a look at some of the images I'm about to send in. No mic in 3, 2, 1.
Well, here's the thing. I'm basing this off...
I
mean, here's the thing, though. I'm basing this off lighthouses I've seen. In fact, let me... Oh, that's actually a gorgeous shot of the lighthouse. Macmillan Inn. Interesting. I'm gonna send you this, Seal Shark.
Oh!
Melon dog. Okay, now these are stilt lighthouses. That's different. And that's a 1775 built lighthouse. I think the one at Tybee was built a little later to replace an existing one.
Oh.
Okay, I need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11,
But
12,
yeah,
13.
look in no mic.
Okay, I'm very tempted to raise the black height up to like 14 just so it's not superstitious, because like 13 and I don't have a good relationship number-wise. As to why, well, I'll put it bluntly. Most people consider the 13th the bad number. I was born on the 13th. That, though, thankfully, it was on a Tuesday in the year 2000. Not a Friday, though, at the same time. I don't know. I've always said that I consider my relationship with that number a bit of a mixed one. Some days it's good, some days it's bad, sometimes there's nothing going on.
Okay.
Let's see. The reason I have this model big enough, the reason I've got this model big too is because that's going to be where the center staircase is. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... I've been inside the real lighthouse. The real Tybee Light has a cast iron spiral staircase going up. The problem is, we don't have iron stairs in the game, but we do have iron trap doors. And I can always substitute one for the other. We don't have. Yeah, we don't have iron stairs, but we do have copper.
Take a look at what I just sent you in DM.
I have to look on my phone. I'm live streaming. Ah, yes, the midget lighthouse.
And then look in No Mic and see that terrifying thing.
Let's see. I'm gonna try and make a test with this. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work, alright? Well, Copper has won the day. I'm actually going to use copper grating, even though the real lighthouse never had see-through grating, because you'd have to have very thick steel or cast iron to be able to handle the corrosion out at sea. So you know what, actually, I'm going to just do this. Besides, I like this more because it gives a more, it looks a bit more like cast iron that's either been painted or something. At least in terms of like riveted construction and whatnot, which is what you would see in these lighthouses. You would see the stairs and whatnot would have been riveted together. The reason I'm using half slabs and all is so I can build lighthouse landings for each level. So see, this is the bottom. And then right here, this is your first landing. Then you'd have like a window. Understand, I'm going to be playing with the designs so I can get it right. It may not be accurate, but internally, but at least I'll get the color scheme right.
I'm literally just changing between your stream and cat videos.
I'm changing it today. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, Tybee Island Light is one of the island's more iconic landmarks. think there's like 4 landings, but with this but with the design I've currently got, it's already past that. Scale wise, there's no issue with scale.
Oh, this is a nice looking lighthouse.
What, Tybee?
Well, yes, but I found one that looks like Tybee's. Something. Scassus Lighthouse? I don't know if it says Scassus. Oh, Scassus Lighthouse is a model making company. Oh! Oh, but that specific lighthouse is Cape Hatteras. Okay, so Cape.
Yeah, no, Cape Hatteras and Tybee Light were the ones I was sort of basing this on. Cape Hatteras is the more famous of the lighthouses because it's got sort of the iconic, you know, it's got sort of the stereotypical lighthouse color scheme that you see in like Mariner's
Candy
paintings.
cane kind of look.
Well, that or the black and white spiral. Either one is usually the most depicted
Yeah, I like
for lighthouses.
That's nice.
Alright, I'm actually going to start to taper this in a little bit. This is the first time I've ever done this on any lighthouse model I've done.
Oh no.
Oh gosh, have I made you go onto a lighthouse rabbit hole? I have, haven't I? Good lord.
Potentially, but I also found something else. But yes, I am also going down a lighthouse rabbit hole.
I didn't mean for you to.
Oh no, it's fine with it. No, I'm fine with it. I can English, I promise. And can I ask why there's a lighthouse on Tybee Light? For what reason?
Why is there a lighthouse on Tybee? Port?
Yeah.
Because it's the gateway to the port of Savannah. All the Savannah River's shipping traffic comes in beside Tybee Island. There's actually 2 lighthouses guarding the entrance to the Savannah River. One is in the old shipping channel, which was retired when the ships became too big. And then, well, yeah. Let's see.
Oh, Tybee Island. I never really looked at this before. Tybee Island is just right there.
Yeah.
Cabbage Island.
Cabbage?
Little Tybee Island / Cabbage Island. That's what Google Maps says.
Huh. Lol. This is probably a bit of probably where a bit of the main island got eroded out in a storm. That's normal. They'll just a bit of the island is just eroded away, and then
Would it be better if we had a ship called the Cabbage?
What?
Would it be better if we had a ship called the Cabbage?
Nah, that would be a bit too. I don't know. That would be a bit too cabbagey for me. I don't even know where I'm going with that. Just bear with me.
Oh well, it's not the worst. You have to look a little northward to South Carolina. You got Bloody Point. Why?
How British of you. Mwahaha.
Bloody Point, South Carolina. Why is it called Bloody Point?
Well, remember, there was a lot of Revolutionary War and Civil War stuff going on up there, all up in the Carolinas in the South, because that's where the colonies were. So it makes sense if something rather bad happened there. Now, for those who are curious as to how I made this lens thing work, and since I want to test the new lights, here is what we're going to do here. I'm testing the beacon.
Okay, so it was the site of a violent battle in 1715 during the Yamasee War. After the island had been divided up by Europeans in the 18th century, the Spanish began to grow uncomfortable having the English so close to their Florida settlements, as anyone would be. As a result, they began to encourage and reward the Yamasee Indians and other local tribes for undertaking raids on the island's colonist settlements. During one such raid, the beaches on the southernmost tip of Defusky ran red with blood, earning it the title Bloody Point. Huh, okay.
Now something you'll hear them talk about. There's something you won't hear them talk about in school, period.
Well, yeah, but that's because it's, like, really old.
No, it's
We're
not that
more
it's really
focusing on the
old, it's
new
that it's really violent. That's the problem.
Yes, that too.
Mm-hmm. You'll laugh. I'm actually having trouble remembering how to build this design because I haven't done it in so long. There we go. Now I'm actually remembering things.
What else is there? I'm actually kind of like looking through here now. Turtle Island.
Oh Lord, the Golden Isles have enough history to last a lifetime.
Hmm. Unpronounceable island. Other unpronounceable island.
Native American.
Yeah, it's Wassaw and Ossabaw.
Wassaw, Ossabaw. I know because I've been going down there for 20 years.
Yeah, this seems like a youth thing. I don't want. You're gonna be better at pronouncing this than me.
Ah, you're good.
I haven't been down there at all. St. Catherine's Island, Blackbeard Island. Why is the island called Blackbeard Island?
Don't ask me. I wasn't around to know.
Alright, so apparently some of Blackbeard's treasure is buried on that island. Apparently, nothing has been found. Last hunt took place in the 1880s. No further authorized attempts since. A lot of these are like animal refuges and wildlife management areas.
Yes, now, but back then, hundreds of years ago, there would have been settlers there. Just saying.
I know that, but they're like back to back.
But of course.
Like going down, it's Blackbeard Island Wildlife Refuge, Sapelo Wildlife Management Area, Sapelo Island National. I'm not even.
Sapelo's famous for its bird watching. It's a bird habitat.
Is that what that unpronounceable estuarine?
Estuary?
No, it's Sapelo Island National Estuarine Research? Something? Yeah, something research reserve.
Estuary? It's estuary, dude. That's literally...
Well, I know, but it's like, oh, it's just anything related or characteristic of an estuary. Yeah. Google Maps, what is wrong with you? Estuary, but it's not estuary.
Oh, crap.
That's weird. Yeah, and then still going down. Wolf Island Wildlife Refuge, Altamaha Wildlife Management Area, Egg Island. Egg Island Bar, Natural Egg Island. Norm's Pond. Tourist attraction.
Let's see, the top of the lighthouse. I'll use iron bars.
Pelican Spit Natural Area.
When they say spit, they refer to like a spit of land, not, you know.
Okay. That's a... Yeah, I understand what that means, but... The hole. What is the hole?
The place where your darkest desires are.
No, seriously, on the map. Between what islands are these? Between Cumberland and Jekyll Island is an area in the ocean that's just called the hole.
Pretty sure I just fell in the hole.
I'm actually kind of confused about this now. It's just called the hole. A little Cumberland Island lighthouse. What's this? Oh, this one looks sad.
That's the one that you...
Oh.
Yeah, I think that... Is it a solid brick lighthouse painted white?
Sad looking, yeah.
But is it painted white? Is it small? Is it brick? Is it...
Small, white, little black thing on the top.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's, Yeah, that's, That's the little lighthouse I
Fishing
photographed.
place. Just fishing place. Yeah, we got some real descriptive names like fishing place and the hole. And that's the border to Florida.
You know what I just realized? We can build the lighthouse I'm building in this creative world in the survival world if we wanted to. And we could make it a little bit more accurate in terms of size because we have the material. We have a whole cave slab full of this material.
What block are you using for the white?
Diorite, tough, black, or deep slate. Why did I say blackstone? It's deep slate.
Polished deep slate and polished diorite.
And then copper. So this is the last landing that takes you out to the overlook. This staircase is going to go up to where the lens would be.
Alright. I'm really confused now. There's a place just called the hole. And what is this on satellite view? More ocean. The hole. Where'd it go? It fell in the hole.
The ocean's gone. It fell in a hole. Oh.
And then just the ocean just completely drains into a hole.
No, it's just that SpongeBob episode. Now we're just gonna pull the plug. Dump it.
What? Is there a little thing called the hole? What would you call this area?
No
Because
clue.
the hole is definitely not a descriptive name.
Dang it. I love it. I haven't made a lighthouse beacon in so long that I actually don't remember how to do it.
I'm watching your stream. I am very interested in what you're building. Yeah, he looks kind of neat. I like that. Uh. Now, what other silly names can I find on Google Maps? Check the other side of Florida.
Okay, I love it. I've got the clock down, but now there's nowhere to put it up at the top of the lighthouse.
Oh. I read that as 3 rocket island. That's 3 rocket island. What's a rocket? What's a rocket?
I love it. We got the lighthouse built, but no there's no room for a beacon. That's hilarious.
What is this? Long Point. What are these? What are these? So I thought this was just a Google Maps error, but it's like a here. What is this? Crystal River. Oh my God, Crystal River Energy Company.
Oh, are you saying Crystal River? That's where the manatees are known to be at in Florida.
I know, but I'm looking on the other side of the Gulf side of Florida.
That's it.
Crystal River. It's Crystal River.
Yeah, Crystal River. That's where the manatees
There's a nuclear power plant here. There's a nuclear power plant here, and there's these big things going off into the ocean. They look like they might have had railway tracks on them at some point. Sure if this is for the power plant or something, but something here that says CSA. There's no real. Oh no, there are railway tracks here. One of them goes. Oh, that's just a loop line. This one. Yeah, none of these connect to whatever these are.
Spur. Probably.
Like car track. More like, I'm going to look into this.
Well, since there's no room for a beacon on this version for a proper working strobe light on this lighthouse, I decided to use a proper beacon, but it just can't blink on and off.
Just an actual beacon.
Yes.
Is it okay that I find that funny?
Well, it's literally just a beacon. That's it. How it is on the real lighthouse. They have the actual area with the lens gated so you can't go up there, but you can see out. I will give them that. You can, they do allow you to come in. They do allow you to look and see the thing. They have it so the actual access to the lens is gated off, but you can go and look up through the gating at the lens. Like I've said, gates can be removed for maintenance. Nice view, though. So I think this is the lighthouse done, except for the railing.
Georgia Coast Atlas. North Cumberland Island is a part of the Atlantic Coastal Waterway. The 80-foot hole is a depression located off the northern tip of Cumberland Island, Georgia, and is home to some of the largest sharks in the Atlantic Ocean.
Bet you didn't know that, did you?
Yeah, no, because Google Maps doesn't tell me anything. It literally just says the hole.
In other words, well, hey, this gives you a chance to learn about my home territory if you ever visit. Oh, and I forgot, the lighthouse has that, like, it has a weather vane on it. I don't remember if it has like a weather vane on it
There's a beach here. The public. What is fishing place?
There we go. Yeah, it's got a radio antenna on the side of the weather stuff. So I need to add that.
Is that beach up by Little Cumberland Island Lighthouse? Is that public?
To tell you the truth, I actually don't remember. It might be.
You know what? If you ever go in the ocean by that lighthouse, you can finally say you fell in the hole.
Very funny.
Yeah, Georgia Coast Atlas. People, nothing. Works, nothing. Topo quads. Oh, there's
How
a
does
bunch
a
of maps.
netherite axe have more damage than a sword? That's funny. Just one shot, the freaking spider. Well, that's the lighthouse done. Almost.
Question is, if we ever build it in the server, how are we? What purpose is it going to serve?
Decorative.
Okay.
What? Did you think I was going to build a lighthouse and not have a plan for it?
Knowing you, you probably have a plan for everything. 20 by 80 foot hole growing in Chicago neighborhood. Excuse me, what? Oh, it's sinkhole.
Chicago really fell in the hole. Now, I do want to stress that if we were to build this in the survival world, this tough brick base would actually be sunk into the ground. This is actually the lighthouse's foundation. The entrance on the real lighthouse is a oil lamp at the bottom, at the base. So in truth, if we were going to try and build the real tiny light again in Minecraft, it would actually be far bigger than this. It would have a wider base.
Alright.
That's a nice...
Where would we put it, though?
How simple. Well, seeing as Tybee guards the entrance to the Savannah River, why not put it at the entrance to the river in our base?
Alright, I mean, I think...
It makes perfect sense.
Also, is there a shipwreck near you?
Oh yeah.
Or did you build that?
No, this is how this... No, it spawned like this. Plus, I figured it would be funny to have it, the lighthouse there.
Just always a shipwreck over there.
Yeah.
Like behind the lighthouse, there was always a shipwreck.
Yeah, this is how this spawned. I can even give you the world scene if I need to.
Potential idea. Can we restore the shipwreck?
Well, this is my single player world that I have for creative whenever I have an idea spark. Which, as you can tell, is not many. The only other thing I've built in this world, creative-wise, is this house right here. What do you think of it?
Hold on, I'm watching your stream, and it's not there yet. You're still just like on the oh, there you go.
I'll pause for a moment to let it catch up.
Yeah, those streams are really delayed, but from the outside, this house already looks beautiful.
Thank you. There's even a basement.
Oh yeah, there's little glass windows
And
for a
there's
basement. I like that.
And here's the farm. Note the symmetry of everything. love this. I love simple symmetry. It just works. See, this is what happens when I'm able to just free build. And here's the bedroom. Oh, and watch what happens when I turn it to night.
Again, it's still catching up. I'm not sure what's wrong with it.
You'll see. It's internet was. But watch in the stream when I set it tonight.
Oh, time at night. Ooh! Oh, the light turns on.
Yeah, daylight sensor or whatever it's called. And now I'm
Yeah,
down
it's
in
a
the
daylight
basement.
sensor, but
Yeah, now I'm down in the basement. Very simple storage. But you've got room for brewing, stone making, composting, smithing, and that's about it. Perfect base. Truly. And
it's
meant,
compact, but it's nice.
but it's also meant to use available wood types. Like the bulk of the wood around here is spruce, birch, and oak. So I figured I'd use those two wood types throughout, and it worked. Not to mention the abundance of copper. This is meant to be like a reference to older houses where you can see 4 lightning rods in each corner of the house. Also village. Also another village. Well, I guess the keeper's house can wait.